Change the scheme, alter the mood, electrify the boys and girls.
Yeah, you can't front on that.
Welcome to, it's been a while since we've had a Nerdington post, and we are worried as we go into this episode because there's a cat
behind the monitors.
Hopefully, nothing gets unplugged or knocked over, but it's quite a cute, frustrating situation. But yeah,
I'm Will.
I am Walter, and we have huge, the biggest news this week. Kate Bishop is in Fortnite right now.
That's right, baby.
You could get her for 1,500 V-Bucks, and also I guess you could get Clint Barton Hawkeye for 1,500 V-Bucks as well. But who gives a shit about Clint Barton Hawkeye when you've got Kate Bishop, you've got Haley Steinfeld, baby. What's not to like? But the real...
I gotta get the cat. Hold on. I gotta get the cat from over there.
Alright.
One second.
I like seeing the face poke out from under the monitor every now and then. But yeah, I don't know. She might... What is going on here? Nah, she got out. Yeah. These cats can flatten themselves and go through anything.
That's right. Who wants Clint Barton?
But yeah, I mean, unless you've been living under a rock, Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard King for $68.7 billion. Oh,
man.
Which is...
nothing to them.
It's
a lot of money.
It's great
but for a
Game Pass.
$1 trillion company, it's not a lot of money.
It's disgusting capitalism to me. Because $68.7 billion is more than the GDP of some small countries out there.
Yeah.
So for the amount of money that they're buying this company that's just got toxicity and grossness all throughout it, they could have fed and employed whole countries for this amount
But
of
are
money.
they going to... But does fatting and employing whole countries help them with Game Pass? It doesn't.
No, I mean...
You know what helps them? Getting every Call of Duty title on Game Pass.
Yeah, but that's a big thing. It's Activision, Blizzard, and King Entertainment. Everyone forgets King and they just Activision Blizzard.
Right.
But King, they're the creators of Candy Crush. They're kings in the mobile market. According to a report by App Annie, which is a site that follows mobile stuff, last year the mobile business did $116 billion. So King is a pretty great acquisition for Microsoft because, just they don't have a lot in that mobile gaming space. And now they do. They bought their way in for $16.7 billion. But the main thing I was focused on is the Activision Blizzard part.
Especially with games like Call of Duty and Call of Duty.
Yeah. The studios that they now have under their belt are Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Raven, Beanox, Sledgehammer, High Moon, Demonware, which I don't know what they do. I think they're a support studio. And then Toys for Bob, which got folded into Activision Blizzard under the old guard. So I'm hoping Toys for Bob, since they made Crash 4 and the Spyro remaster, like they get unfolded and they can make their own stuff again.
Yeah. But they did make really good remasters, so even if Xbox was like, hey, we want you to remaster this, at least they know they're up to it.
Yeah.
Because I never played the Spyro remaster, but I did play the Crash one. The Crash one was pretty good, looked good, played good.
Yeah, Crash 4.
So they do good work. So good for them.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
But the biggest thing is Bobby Kotick. Is it Kotick? Or Kodak?
Kotick.
Everyone wants to know what's going to happen to him. Multiple reports have surfaced that he's going to stay on with the company.
Some
and
say
he leaves, which in the best interest of not only Microsoft and Phil Spencer, I think it's unanimous that he should just go.
Yeah, he's getting paid out, though. I think some analysts have done the math for him where he's, out of this deal, he's personally getting I think either 14 million or 41 million.
Still, man.
There's a 4 somewhere, but that's, I don't know.
I mean, if that's the cost to get him out of the gaming community and all the bullshit he's let happen over there, so be it. Like, it sucks that he's going to walk away with anything.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he is the CEO. Mm-hmm. And it was inevitable because he was never going to step down even when he was asked to.
Yeah.
And it's best for him and the company if he just walks away once the deal is done.
Even with the bad reputation Activision Blizzard has and all that stuff, Microsoft paid 69% over market price for Activision Blizzard.
Really?
Yep. Just to, hey, close this deal out, so there's no objections to any board members, shareholders, we're going to pay you out and then some.
Again, man, they have that money. They're $1 trillion company, so that's why, I was shocked at the price, but then I was like, well, last year they hit $1 trillion in value, so that's nothing to them. So
no, they could buy out the entire games industry if they wanted.
If they knew it would pass, they would buy out the entire gaming industry. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
But some rumors already circulating is that they're going to make Call of Duty no longer an annual title, which I think would be awesome. Personally,
I think it's way all this speculation talk is just. It's just that it's way too early.
Well, it's the same thing that happened when they bought Bethesda.
Yeah.
But, as the speculation comes, we can talk about it and give our 2 cents. Personally, I'd be okay with not seeing Call of Duty every year. Even though it does sell a lot of titles every year.
The thing is, we're not going to see the fruits of this labor for a while just because Activision Blizzard is going to run as is for the next at least year.
Yeah, I think they said the deal should be finalized by quarter 2 or 3 of 2023.
By the end of the next fiscal year, which ends June 30th, 2023. So that's when the deal should close. So then any structural changes would happen after that. Right. But yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, now
just buying a bunch of lawsuits and payouts that are going to have to happen.
Which is fine. I mean, personally, if you kind of see the turnaround Xbox has done since 2013 of, the bad press they were getting and then, how bad the Xbox One launch, how they've kind of turned things around, I personally think this is a good thing for Activision and Blizzard.
Press-wise, Microsoft has turned things around, but it's still the same goal of you pay us and you don't own anything.
Right.
Because that's all Game Pass is. But that's the whole thing with the dynamic Xbox One.
That's the thing, though, man. They're not making people buy Game Pass. No. They're making it enticing.
They're making a great value out of it.
But at the same time, no one's stopping people from spending $60 on Halo. Even though Halo hit Game Pass, I still bought it because I'm a fan of the franchise. And you're still going to have those people out there. But like you said, Game Pass is the future for them.
Yeah.
It's a huge future for them.
Just get you, they got your annual subscription. You just don't think about the money that they take from you every month.
If you think about it, with this happening next year, because you're going to see a lot of Activision and Blizzard titles hit Game Pass next year after the deal goes through, with Ubisoft Plus coming to it this year, you're probably going to see an uptick in price, probably by about $5 or $10.
Yeah.
But with all the games you get, it's worth it.
Because they did try to have that Xbox Live price hike, and people shit on them hard.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, because that price hike was...
It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. Wait, it's not you're increasing it $5-10. It's no, we're
doubling the price.
No.
But I think if you say, hey, Game Pass Ultimate, $5 more with all the content that's coming to it, I feel like that's justified.
But that's how they get you by the balls, man.
I mean, but it's working for them. They have 25 million Game Pass subscribers.
So yeah, look how great this value is. We could jack up the price, and you're gonna pay it, you fucking moron.
And they are,
because look at how many games we have. And we have the games industry by the balls.
They do. I mean, just look. We have surprisingly where you have a computer screen and Game Pass is up. Rainbow Six Extraction, the new one is on here. Death's Door, which was I think one of the top 3 indie games of last year is on here, and I started playing that. Phenomenal game.
Excellent, dude.
Phenomenal game.
Anything where you're a bird?
Yeah.
What's not to like?
It's a phenomenal game.
They got beaks, little feet,
Yeah.
wings.
They have the entire Hitman trilogy on here, which those are awesome games. So, it's worth the money. And again, they have 25 million Game Pass subscribers. So whatever they're doing, it's working.
It's worth it.
And I did the math. So Warzone makes $5 million on average a day. So just from Warzone money alone, starting next year, Microsoft's going to easily make back their investment.
Easily. And they're planning for the future because it's all about content now. Like, just getting as much content on your platform and just being a content factory so people subscribe. Like Netflix, I mean, most of their original shows are shit, but like they pump out so many. It's like, well, look at how much you're getting for the subscription you don't think about.
But now everyone's doing it, like Disney Plus, and honestly, I think Disney Plus is the better subscription service because, I mean, you have Star Wars, Marvel, and those are like my 2 big ones, but you still have like old Disney movies, new Disney movies. Like Netflix, I mean, is kind of being not shunned away.
I still haven't seen The Witcher 2 season 2.
I haven't either.
But I think HBO Max is the best TV subscription.
I agree because Righteous Gemstones. We just watched. We just got up to date on that. That new season is great. They have Vice Principals, Peacemaker. We watched the first episode of that. Hilarious.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah.
It's so I agree with you. I think HBO Max has the best service out right now, and Disney Plus is second.
Baby. See, the thing is, I'm not watching a lot of that old Disney content. Like, I'm watching Book of Boba Fett right now, and that's it.
But, I mean, they've had enough new content. I mean, the first half of the year was all Marvel. Now we have Book of Boba Fett.
It's slowed down for me personally, but yeah, after Moon Knight, I might unsub for a while. Just because, I don't know. For me personally, I'm only watching Disney Plus for that one new series that they have at a time. Whereas HBO Max, it's, they got new Joe Pera Talks With You on there. How To with John Wilson. Hipster humor content. It's great, man. And plus you get the big new DC stuff.
Yeah, that is true.
Dune's on there.
Dune is on there.
Just, Game Pass has nothing on there that appeals to me. Because there's stuff that's on there that appeals to me, but with how many free games I've gotten through like GOG, especially Epic Game Store.
Yep.
Like a bunch of stuff I'm not going to play, and then I have to pay $120 a year for more stuff I'm not going to play. Like, no, it's not for me.
See, for me, it's great because I'm looking at the Game Pass games that I have. So I have Psychonauts 2, which is $60. I think Sable is $30. So that's $90 right there before tax. So that's 9 months of Game Pass right there in just those 2 games. So I like it. So I'll probably keep subscribing to it. And I'm going to try Extraction, I think, tonight with John. So that's another $40 game. So Game Pass has paid off for me already. So that's why I'm keeping it. But who doesn't want to play Call of Duty World at War on Game Pass, baby?
I don't want to play World at War.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Warzone's where it's at, baby.
Well, soon all your sweet dollar will be going to Microsoft.
I mean, it's already going to faceless corporations and its shareholders. Doesn't matter where our money goes. We live in... This isn't Alan Wake's American Nightmare. It's Johnny Silverhand's capitalist nightmare.
That's right.
And the gaming industry is just deeper in it, with the games industry being owned by Microsoft, NetEase, Tencent, and the Embracer Group.
Speaking of Johnny Silverhand, I've been thinking about starting another playthrough of Cyberpunk, but then like I look at my backlog. I'm like, my backlog is insane. I can't, because like so far this year I've beat Tomb Raider 1, 2. I'm on the 3rd one, and then I got Pokemon Legends next Friday, and then next month alone we have Elden Ring, Horizon, and Dying Light 2. Yep. Not gonna have any time next month.
You should do it.
No, it's not happening. It's not happening. But yeah, the next year in game, starting next year in January, if the deal goes through, it's going to be very interesting 2023 for Xbox.
Yeah. And Sony, when that got announced, their share price went down by 13%, which was $20 billion.
Their biggest loss in history.
Yeah. Which...
Well, I mean, that makes sense, though, because Sony's had, like, the right arm of Call of Duty for, like, the past, 10 years?
10 years, yeah. Which, it's funny reading comments on this with people like, fuck Sony, they've been, like, paying for Call of Duty this... Well, like, Microsoft did the exact same thing during the 360 generation.
Dude, it's just those stupid console fanboys. Just being
Activision
stupid.
just goes to whoever the highest bidder is.
And clearly that was Microsoft.
Microsoft, yeah. But, like, a lot, according to sources, which none of this is confirmed yet, but supposedly it was Activision Blizzard who went to Microsoft to offer the sale.
Really?
But we don't know. But yeah, this was apparently the big acquisition Phil Spencer was teasing last year.
So I have a hypothetical question for you. I'm sure honest opinion. If those lawsuits don't come out of Activision Blizzard, if nothing comes out about them and it's all hunky dory, do you think they sell?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Bobby Kotick's fiduciary duty to make his shareholders as much money as possible, and selling to Microsoft that's it, man.
Okay.
Buco de Loras, and then you're just like, yeah.
It's like being in a startup. It's like startup. You sell, make a shit ton of money, go off into the sunset. All right. Because I don't know. Part of me felt like if none of those lawsuits come out, they just keep going business as usual.
I don't know.
But we don't know.
Still.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Second question.
But yeah, if people have jokes like, oh, but those lawsuits knocked a couple dollars off of the Activision Blizzard price, like, probably, but they still paid 69% over market value for Activision Blizzard.
And they can afford to do that. Let's be real. Microsoft was going to overpay regardless of what happened. Because they want it. And when you're a $1 trillion company, when you see something you want, you take it.
Just, it's all just disgusting, massive capitalism. Like Phil Spencer, like, oh, we're evaluating our relationship with Activision Blizzard. Evaluating them by...
how much you're going to pay for them.
Yeah, exactly. Like you corpo speak son of a bitch. We all love you. Still love you. I think you're like the coolest executive.
What do you think about it? What do you think his comments about like not worrying about Nintendo and Sony, and it's all about like trying to get a hand on Amazon and all of them? Do you think that's a valid point? And if not, or if so, what's your opinion on it?
I think it's a valid point just because, again, it's all about having content for their software services. Mm-hmm. So just having this larger, expansive network for Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass kind of also bolsters the reputation of their like business services, their cloud services, all that stuff. Like, hey, look at all this software we have running from all your servers and whatnot. So, yeah, man, just having content. I don't know. Man.
At the end of the day, it's all about Game Pass. Let's be real. I'm sorry, I have questions for you because we haven't really had an episode in a while. Yeah. Do you think COD stays exclusive until the contracts run out? Or do you think that after those contracts are met, because they said they would honor them, do you think COD goes exclusive to Xbox or stays multi-plat and Xbox just gets the usual exclusive content?
I think for big franchises, like, again, when we talk about this with Elder Scrolls, I think Elder Scrolls and COD might stay multi-platform just because the popularity of those games is huge enough where, like, we need this to hit as many people as possible.
Right.
So, like, I wouldn't be surprised for the next Elder Scrolls they'd even do, like, a Switch streaming version just because with how large the player base is.
To get it in
Switch,
front of as many people as possible.
But yeah, I think COD and Elder Scrolls might be the only exceptions, though. Otherwise, might as well just make it exclusive, because why not? But yeah, I'm not... I mean, with Sony taking a big hit like that, I'm not worried, though.
Right.
Because it's like Sega, even if bad shit does happen to them, like Sega still stayed in the game as a publisher and game developer.
Right.
And just their best games came from that period when they stopped making consoles.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Genesis and Sonic fans. Yakuza, Valkyria Chronicles are way better than those Genesis games you grew up with. You fucking Sega stand. I was gonna say Nintendo-year-olds, but like no, it's
Sega stands.
Yeah. So yeah, even if the PlayStation business diminishes, they still have killer studios and software out there. Like even if they stop making consoles, like I could see them pulling a Sega and just like, oh, again, this is like 20 years down the line, I imagine.
Sony's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Same with Nintendo, just doing their own thing and making games for their fan base. Like, yeah, fucking COD's not on Switch, and that doesn't fucking matter.
I think the last time a COD was on a Nintendo was the Wii or Wii U.
Wii U? I think that was a Black Ops, right?
Yeah, Black Ops. Black Ops was on Wii U.
Black Ops, was it?
2. Was it Black Ops 2?
I don't know.
One of them was...
That sounds right, though. Right?
I think it was Black Ops 1 or 2 was on Wii U.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But then again, no one who plays on a Switch is not going to be buying Black Ops.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to play it on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox.
We forgot to try to Discord Senpai in. Just remembered because I looked over and saw like, oh, Discord, shit. I knew there was. I feel like we were forgetting something.
Usually there's 3 of us.
Yeah, but this.
It's been a trying couple weeks. A lot of people's schedule changed. Yeah, it's just been a trying couple weeks. We're figuring it out. I'm moving in a couple months, so we got to figure that out when I move.
Yeah. This is the world we live in, man.
All digital, baby.
Yeah.
You just come to Grand Rapids and hang out.
Late stage.
We're gonna have a house. You have a room to yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna jerk off on every wall.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We plan on painting, depending on the house we get.
Paint it with cum.
That's right. Ugh, what else we got?
Game Pass. Oh, we talked about Kate Bishop. That's the biggest news. That's the biggest news. Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga got a release date.
April, was it?
Yeah, April. But it completely got overshadowed by a report by Polygon about how they have a crunch culture, kind of shitty work conditions. But
it looked good though. The gameplay they showed for it was fun. I'm gonna pick it up because I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm also a Lego fan, obviously. So yeah, I'm gonna get that when it comes out.
Just the way they've evolved the gameplay, where like, oh, this looks like a legit third-person shooter now, like a legit melee game.
Yeah,
the lightsaber combat. Hell yeah! Too bad those guys had to crunch for 5 years, but that's the thing with they made movie licensed games and annual releases. Yeah, those guys are crunching.
Yeah, man. Of course. Yeah,
of course. Those guys, they have to make the release date of that movie. They have to just make whatever random popular franchise before a holiday hits for stocking stuffers. Like, yeah, I don't think for one, I'm not shocked that they have a shitty corporate culture that sucks for them,
but it's kind of the gaming norm.
I know, unfortunately.
Look at that. Unfortunately, we talk about crunch time all the time on this podcast, but it's kind of known that just about every gaming company has crunch time.
Yeah, but with I like how Naughty Dog handled it, because they didn't be like try to down talk the stuff that was going on. It's just like, yeah, no, it wasn't ideal, and it wasn't great. We had turnover, like fucking shitty time for a lot of people, but we're proud of the game we ended up making.
Yeah,
which is, I don't know, the approach you should have.
All hail Druckmann.
I mean, again, try to change those working conditions, obviously, but it's unless you're a small indie studio where you don't have to deal with like shareholders and putting out a game by specific sales quarter or whatever.
Right.
You're gonna have crunch. You're gonna have overtime. Like when I was working in the working at a real estate law firm with like the mortgage industry and whatnot, like, yeah, we had overtime as well. Just like every quarter, like, well, there's mandatory overtime. I'm like, well, fuck you. Fuck you. And
Did they pay you for that overtime?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't mandatory, but it's like, again, like the games industry's like, we can't legally make you stay, but
you need to stay.
It's frowned upon if you don't come in 2 hours early and then leave
4 hours late.
It's like, hey, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna try that out and then come in 2 hours early the first day and then come an hour early the next day and then third day, like, I'm just coming in at 9. Fuck you. Fuck you, buddy. But yeah, like all industries have that, unfortunately. But the thing is, like, crunch was built into the schedule for their planning stages, whereas, crunch is like, oh shit, something's behind, we need to work on something, then you crunch.
Right.
And then a little bit before release, but it's like, no, we have planned crunch periods. It's like, no, fuck that, man. That's poor planning. That is poor planning if you have to plan for 8-hour weeks. Yeah. Like, regularly. Man. What are you playing this January?
Man, I've been playing the Tomb Raider games, obviously. I've actually taken a break this month from Halo. Like, I think in the past 2 weeks. I think in the past 2 weeks, I've only played a couple of times.
Well, you got your Battle Pass finished.
Yeah, well, the new event is cool, and the new game mode is okay. I can honestly say in the new game mode, Attrition, it's some of the quickest multiplayer matches ever. Because it's not time-based. It's pretty much, alright, each team starts with, I think it's like 7 lives. And once your team once you lose those 7, get those 7 kills, the other team runs out of spawn, so it's down to 4. And it's kind of a cool game mode. The revives could probably use some work because, like, if you die, 9 times out of 10, someone just camps your spawn point of where you died, so no one can revive you, which makes sense. Makes sense. But it's a cool little game mode. Some of the quickest Halo matches I've ever played. Because it's only, 7 kills plus the 4 final kills. So it's 11 kills total, and then the game's over. But it's cool. The cosmetics that they released for it are actually pretty cool, so that's the only reason I'm playing it.
I should check those cosmetics.
You got like a virtual mohawk for your Spartan. No. It's like neon. It's kind of like cyberpunk neon armor. So check it out.
I'll check it out.
We'll play tonight.
I do like neon.
We'll play tonight, or we'll play Extraction tonight.
No, I'm too busy leveling up my sage.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Gotta get my sage from 80 to 90.
But took a break from Halo. Been playing the Tomb Raider trilogy. I've beat the first 2. I started the 3rd one, and then I've been kind of cycling into Death's Door.
Nice.
I just beat the castle thing.
The castle boss?
Yeah.
Oh, you're still early.
Yeah, it's still early.
The fuck out.
Like I said, I just started playing it.
This fake gamer.
I just started playing it.
He hasn't beaten Death's Door yet.
I just started playing
That's
it.
last year's news, bro.
Anyway. What are you playing? Other than Final Fantasy 14.
That's it. Just
That's it.
I recorded a kind of Let's Play gameplay session of Warzone that I'll probably never release called Warpaint in Warzone.
Why? Why won't you release it?
Because I was listening to an album by the band Warpaint while playing Warzone and just played for as long as the album went on and talked about like the album and the game, but I can't release it. I can't stream it on Twitch because I'll get flagged because of the music.
It's copyright music. Yeah.
I can't put it on YouTube. I might put it on. I don't know. Upload it to Google Drive and put the link in the Discord. Just like, yeah, if you want to watch this. But yeah, that's just Warzone and Final Fantasy 14.
How's the new map treating you?
I love it. Oh, fun thing with that. Season 2 of Caldera / Vanguard got delayed for 2 weeks.
What?
So they could fix bugs.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Yeah, I'm into that because the new map, as beautiful as it is, fantastic as it is to play on, performance for the game, downhill. It's downhill. Like, I get it. This map is more complex and there's more stuff going on, more color, but it runs worse. Like, I don't care what you're running it on, it just runs worse and noticeably so as well. Because like my frame rate, I'll see that it's like, oh, my frame rate is still like 80, 90, but it still looks choppy as hell. I don't know what's going on here. But, yeah. To fix it. And the strike is over at Raven. So, hopefully they got what they wanted. I didn't read into the details yet, because I think...
I didn't even know there was a strike going on at Raven.
This fake gamer girl, this fake Bernie bro, doesn't care about the working class people in the industry that he loves.
That's not true.
Didn't even know there was a strike going on.
That's true.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But I have to go to the website.
It's a strike happening at the most infamous game company on the planet right now.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
Alright, well, tell the people, why were they striking?
So the QA staff got promised they'd be brought on from contractors to full-time employees. They'd get a pay increase, and then while that was being promised, half of them got fired. So the remaining people went on strike to support their brethren.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah. This is what you're buying, Phil Spencer. This is what you're buying, and this is going to go on for another year. Because change, it comes slowly. Get the HD texture pack.
Of course I'm going to get it.
Yeah,
why would I not get it?
I don't know.
I have a 3070. Of course I'm going to get it.
Maybe you want to run the game at 240 frames per second.
I mean...
Just so you put everything on low settings. And
I have done that just to see what happens. Yeah. It's really funny.
Because, your monitor goes up to 144.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even then it's like, well, my monitor's not supporting it, but I want to see how big that number can get. It's like, yeah.
I think when I was playing Batman Arkham Origins, I was up to like 1,200. Yeah. I was like, that's funny.
It's like when they were showing off Doom Eternal. Like, check out our new id Tech engine. Look how fast this frame rate goes. Like, yeah, that's just a number. 'Cause no monitor on the planet Earth supports that kind of frame rate refresh, but like, pretty nice. Looking smooth.
Thanks a lot, Doom.
Yeah. Good old Doom, baby.
Yeah. Maybe I'll play Doom again when I get like a lull for games.
Oh yeah, we started a Fantasy Critic League on FantasyCritic.Games. Where
it's right here.
You know what? Well, I got it on my phone. I guess we can look at it there. Yeah, we got our buddies Dr. Crap, Titi Bags, me, him, Senpai, and 2Meg on this team, and Fantasy Critic. It's a fun little thing just to... you only think about it twice a year, at the start of the year when you draft your upcoming games, and then around middle of the year when not E3 happens, when Keeley gives us a bunch of announcements, and then you make bids. But yeah, you're just trying to make the best publisher possible and get points based on how well it does on OpenCritic, based on being above 70 Metascore. Yeah, we got some... This has been the talk of our Discord for a while.
It really has.
We had bids come in this week. I bid on Splatoon 3, but not enough, because 2Meg got Splatoon 3.
Beat me by $1.
It's going to be a killer.
Beat me by $1.
I finally get why Chads play fantasy baseball and football.
It's fun, dude.
Yeah, just like
it
shit
sucks,
talking.
But it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is something I've done for the past 2 years now, but it's good to be doing it with this crew of Discord people where people are more involved. Unlike last time, where we're just... The last people I was playing with, like, 2 of them would just take forever to draft and then, like, I don't know, not be involved for the rest of the year, but a solid crew. We're having a fun time here.
That's right.
Yeah. This clown bid on Chocobo GP.
It's only $5,
which is easily my most anticipated racing game this year.
I know. I just wanted to take it from you. That's the only reason I bid on it.
I would never have bid on Chocobo GP. Never. The game's not going to do well.
But let me ask you something. If it does do well...
It won't.
But what if it does? How are you going to feel?
By do well, it's going to do at most like 75, and you'll get 5 points for it.
That's 5 more points than you'll have, man.
Oh, compared to Weird West is going to get so much critical acclaim, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, it's from the creator of Dishonored. Or the co-creator of Dishonored, man. It's going to have those weird RPG systems of kind of crafting your own story.
I do like that poster.
It's coming out the 31st of March.
I do like that poster.
Some good points, baby.
When's this coming out?
Yeah,
March 10th. March 10th.
March. Okay,
so we'll know on March 10th, baby.
Okay.
Think about it, man. No Mario Kart this year. Chocobo GP. It's going to take the racing scene by storm.
Well, let's just compare our two teams right now.
Oh, God.
I think if we look at them, my team's going to kick your ass as they are right now.
Well, that's because you got Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, too.
So this is my team right here. Legend of Zelda, the sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Hollow Knight Silksong. Marvel's Midnight Suns.
Which I don't think is going to score well.
It's from the XCOM team and Civilization team don't miss. Unlike your XCOM characters. But Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Dying Light 2. Weird West. And then for DLC I have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dawn of Ragnarok, and then my counter pick, banking on this doing poorly, is Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl versus your team. Let's go over.
So mine is Horizon Forbidden West, which is good to go. I think is good to go up against Legend of Zelda. Pokemon Legends.
That could do middling.
Gotham Knights.
Again. If we're comparing...
But Gotham Knights is being done by Rocksteady, which did all the Arkham games.
No.
So I'm holding out hope.
Suicide Squad is Rocksteady.
Is
Gotham Knights is the Montreal studio.
Oh, that's right. I got it backwards.
That's the B studio, dude. That's why I was shocked you didn't pick up Suicide Squad in like the first or second round.
It doesn't matter.
Which is, comparing the Batman games, I think mine's going to do better.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We will see.
But
I will say this: before we saw the new trailer for Suicide Squad, we were more hyped for Gotham, and then the new Suicide Squad, and we're like, oh, this is gonna be like Guardians of the Galaxy, where it's gonna get better after every trailer, and it's gonna be a sleeper for us.
Whereas, Gotham Knights, if you want the more traditional Arkham-like experience, you're gonna get that in Gotham Knights. But with Suicide Squad, it's going. 4-player co-op shooter.
Right.
So that could, with how the trend has been going, it could go either way. But yeah, let's go through the rest of your roster.
Chocobo GP, which I might drop depending on what gets announced at E3, because I only spent like $4 or $5 on it. Somerville, which is an indie title I'm super excited for.
Yeah, indie platformer?
Yeah, platformer.
Yeah. Alien invasion, kind of sad looking.
Ghostwire Tokyo,
which rumored it's going to be a March release.
It's going to be a March release, which I think will go up well against at least Dying Light 2.
I
honestly think Ghostwire is going to be better than Dying Light 2.
I think Ghostwire will do better than the other Bethesda game, Redfall, this year. But that team... I mean, I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah, you're wearing the shirt from the studio.
Bethesda, Microsoft, but like those games have never just blown anyone's balls off critically. They do well enough, but I don't know.
I think this one's gonna do well.
Yeah.
MLB The Show, obviously, because it's always the best sports reviewed game. The only one that might beat it is NBA 2K, but lately NBA 2K hasn't done so hot.
No.
Monster Hunter Rise DLC, which will obviously review well.
That's going to do gangbusters.
And then my counter pick was Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, just on the fact that I don't think it's coming out in 2022. I think it's going to get delayed to 2023.
See, the dangerous thing with my picks, Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be probably the best reviewed game
of the year. If it comes out.
If it comes out this year.
Now, wait.
I don't know. But then also, Hollow Knight Silksong is probably going to be the best reviewed indie game of the year if it comes out.
So you have a lot more...
So I think if those actually come out this year...
Yeah.
I'm going to do well.
But you still got to go up against God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And honestly, with how well Horizon did... with the speculation behind Horizon Forbidden West, clearly, this is going to review well.
That's going to be... For sure hit, you're going to get a lot of points.
Yeah.
With Horizon Forbidden West. MLB The Show for like the yearly installment slot. Like I think that's gonna do the best out of all the yearly installments. Football Manager does well though.
Yeah.
So I should have picked that up when I had the chance. But yeah, looking at other teams.
I'm still shocked no one picked up NBA 2K because that at least averages an 80 or better every year.
Maybe somebody bid on it this week.
You don't know. Maybe they did.
Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Maybe they did.
Well, I'm not bidding on it because I already got my yearly, so have at it, man.
Since I got outbid on MLB, I got.
How much did you bid on MLB? I have to know.
$5. I'm not putting a lot, man. We still have this. It's only January. There's gonna be, I don't know. I want to keep my money, man. I still have $80 going into the rest of the year, whereas you and Mike threw $30-ish out on Splatoon 2.
Yeah, Mike has $68 left. I have 60. Andy has 38.
What did he bid on?
I don't know. He must have bid a lot on.
See, the thing is, those guys play a lot of fantasy sports, so maybe they know something I don't of like throwing your money.
He must have bid a lot
early.
on Gran Turismo because
That's true.
I don't. And this. So he got
Crusader Kings.
He got Crusader Kings and Gran Turismo. So on those two alone, he billed almost $70.
As an expansion, I think he's gonna clean up with. He might have the best reviewed expansion. No, Sunbreak.
It's gonna be Sunbreak, or it's gonna be
Sunbreak's gonna get the most points.
Or who got Destiny?
Cuphead actually got a
Destiny 2. I think Destiny 2 might have a good.
That might do well
because their expansions have been pretty good lately.
But yeah, I'm liking my team, man.
I'm liking my team.
It's not. I don't love my team. It doesn't have a lot of heart in it. Whereas, if I'm shooting from the hip, in terms of like feels wise, I would get Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, even though I know it's not going to score that well. I would have been on Forspoken, but like I don't think that's going to blow anyone's balls off critically. But it's a game I'm very excited for. But like I'm
excited for Forspoken.
But having an early draft pick, I'm like, I like Forspoken, but I can't miss up the chance to get the sequel to Breath of the Wild.
Oh no, dude! If Breath of the Wild would have made it to me, I would have gotten Breath of the Wild easily. No.
I mean, the clear picks for this year were
Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild, God of War, and Horizon.
So like those were like the first 4 picks. I'm like, all right, well, clearly Elden Ring's the best bet because for sure that's gonna do well critically, and actually is coming out this year.
Yeah. Well, along with Horizon, do we have a release date on the God of War? No.
But again, God of War. There's always a chance. I don't think it's going to get delayed again, but there's a chance it could always get delayed again. But I don't think it's happening. But yeah.
Yeah, the thing with Breath of the Wild 2 is you got like a 45-second teaser in a release window of 2022.
Yeah.
So unless Nintendo does a direct in the next 2 months, we're not going to hear about it until E3 probably.
Yeah. But this... Like, again, tying it back in with sports, you end up watching and caring about teams that you wouldn't have otherwise cared about.
No, you're absolutely right.
Like, oh boy, let's see how Dying Light 2 does. Like, I have mild interest in that game, but I'm kind of hoping it does well.
I'm hoping it does well, because I personally like the first one.
Game,
yeah, I'm getting it.
But the thing is, like, with... The dangerous thing about Dying Light specifically, it didn't do well when it first came out, but then they had a bunch of content and patches where it is mostly positive on Steam, like in terms of user reviews.
Right.
But when it first launched, it's like it didn't do well. So I'm hoping that like the Techland team learned from the first game, like, okay, we'll launch Dying Light 2 in the state that Dying Light 1 ended in.
Right.
Rather than, like, I get boned when it launches quickly. And then, like, yeah, if it becomes a better game in the next 5 years, that doesn't help my team this year. So come on, Techland.
I think they'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. It's going to be a good year of gaming.
It will
We've said that multiple times on here.
But
yeah.
Good year in gaming. Good year and good game.